Welcome to today's session on quality audit preparation. Preparing for a quality audit requires understanding a wide range of concepts, from auditing ethics and methods to current practices and the role of technology. In this session, we will cover essential elements of quality audit preparation, focusing on auditing codes of practice and ethics, auditing methods and techniques, requirements of auditing regulations and standards, current audit practices, quality auditing principles and systems, organizational communication protocols, the role of technology in quality auditing. By the end of this session, you'll have a solid understanding of how to effectively prepare for a quality audit while adhering to industry standards and best practices. Let's start by discussing the auditing codes of practice and ethics. Quality auditors must adhere to strict ethical guidelines to maintain the integrity of the audit process. Independence and objectivity. Auditors must remain independent from the auditee and avoid any conflicts of interest. This means ensuring impartiality throughout the audit process to prevent bias in decision-making. Confidentiality. Auditors have access to sensitive information during an audit. Ethical codes require them to protect this information and ensure it is not disclosed to unauthorized parties. Competence. Auditors must possess the necessary skills and knowledge to conduct the audit effectively. This includes staying updated on industry standards, technologies, and auditing techniques. Due professional care. Auditors should conduct their work with diligence and care, ensuring that they perform the audit thoroughly and document findings accurately. Understanding these ethical principles is crucial for ensuring that the audit process is both transparent and trustworthy. Next, we'll discuss various auditing methods and techniques, which are essential for conducting a thorough and effective quality audit. Audit plans. The audit plan is a blueprint that outlines the audit's objectives, scope, timelines, and resources. It ensures that the audit follows a structured approach, covering all necessary areas. Sampling techniques. Since it's impractical to audit every detail, auditors often use sampling techniques to examine a representative subset of processes or products. This could be random sampling or risk-based sampling, depending on the audit's goals. Interviews and document reviews. One of the key methods of gathering information is through interviews with employees and document reviews. Auditors assess whether procedures are followed as documented and whether records support compliance with quality standards. Observation. Process observation is another technique where auditors physically inspect operations or processes to assess compliance and effectiveness. Value-adding activities. Auditors should look for opportunities to add value during the audit, such as identifying areas for improvement, suggesting best practices, or uncovering potential cost-saving initiatives. These techniques ensure that auditors gather comprehensive data, enabling them to make informed conclusions about the organization's quality management system. Auditing must comply with a range of regulations and standards. Let's look at some key requirements. ISO standards. The ISO 9001 standard is widely used in quality audits, focusing on quality management systems, QMS. Auditors need to ensure that the organization complies with ISO guidelines, which emphasize customer satisfaction, process improvement, and regulatory compliance. Industry-specific standards. In addition to general standards like ISO, some industries have specific regulations. For example, healthcare organizations might follow ISO 13485 for medical device quality management, while the automotive industry adheres to IATF 16949. Regulatory compliance. Many organizations must comply with local and international laws, such as environmental regulations or safety standards like Australia's Work Health and Safety (WHS) Act. Auditors should ensure that the organization meets these legal requirements. Documentation requirements. Auditors must follow strict documentation protocols to ensure that the audit findings are recorded accurately and can withstand external review or regulatory scrutiny. By understanding these regulations and standards, auditors can ensure that their audits are aligned with both industry and legal requirements. Let's now explore some of the current audit practices that are shaping the field of quality auditing. Integrated audits. Rather than conducting separate audits for quality, environmental, and safety systems, organizations are increasingly using integrated audits that cover multiple management systems in a single process. This approach saves time and reduces disruption to operations. Remote auditing. The rise of remote auditing. Remote audits provide flexibility and can still be thorough when the right technologies are in place. Continuous auditing. Organizations are moving toward continuous auditing models, where audits are conducted more frequently and integrated into day-to-day operations. This allows for real-time monitoring and quicker identification of issues. These evolving practices show how quality audits are becoming more flexible, efficient, and integrated with other organizational processes. The foundation of any successful audit lies in adhering to quality auditing principles and using effective quality management systems. Audit principles. Key principles include integrity, fair presentation, confidentiality, and a systematic approach. These principles ensure that the audit process is transparent, thorough, and unbiased. Quality management systems, QMS. A QMS is a framework of processes and procedures aimed at ensuring an organization meets customer and regulatory requirements. Auditors assess the effectiveness of the QMS, identifying areas for improvement or non-compliance. Risk-based auditing. This principle involves focusing audit efforts on areas of highest risk to the organization's quality system. By prioritizing high-risk areas, auditors can ensure that critical issues are addressed early. By adhering to these principles and assessing the QMS, auditors can help organizations maintain a high level of quality and continuous improvement. Effective communication is critical during the audit process. Auditors must adhere to their organization's communication protocols when documenting and sharing audit findings. Audit style manuals. Many organizations have an audit style manual that outlines protocols for written communications. This includes formatting requirements, language guidelines, and the level of detail expected in audit reports. Clear reporting. It's important that audit reports are clear, concise, and actionable. Auditors should avoid overly technical language or jargon and focus on delivering findings that stakeholders can easily understand. Follow-up protocols. After the audit is completed, the auditee may need to follow up on certain recommendations. Auditors should clearly outline any required corrective actions and establish timelines for follow-up reviews. Following these protocols ensures that the audit process runs smoothly and that stakeholders are fully informed of the audit's outcomes. Finally, let's discuss the role of technology in modern quality audits. Technology has become a key enabler for efficiency and accuracy. Audit management software. Many auditors use audit management software to organize audit activities, track findings, and generate reports. These tools streamline the audit process and reduce manual workload. Data analytics. Auditors can use data analytics tools to analyze large data sets, such as production or quality control data. This helps identify trends, patterns, and areas of non-compliance more efficiently. Digital documentation. Instead of relying on paper records, auditors can use digital documentation systems that provide real-time access to audit evidence, reducing errors and improving collaboration between audit teams. Technology not only enhances the accuracy of audits, but also allows for more dynamic and continuous auditing processes. In conclusion, quality audit preparation involves understanding ethical standards, using effective auditing methods, complying with regulations, and leveraging technology. By following these principles, auditors can ensure that their audits are thorough, compliant, and value-adding for the organization. Thank you for your time, and hope this session has provided valuable insights into how to effectively prepare for a quality audit.